Massachusetts, bonding the gas line of a gas fireplace is indeed a necessary safety measure. Bonding is the process of creating a low-impedance path between metallic parts of a system, in this case, the gas line and the electrical grounding system. The primary purpose of bonding is to ensure electrical safety and to mitigate potential fire hazards associated with static electricity. To understand why bonding is important, it's helpful to consider the potential dangers that can arise in the absence of a properly bonded gas line. Gas, particularly natural gas or propane used in fireplaces, is flammable. If static electricity accumulates on the gas line, it can create a spark. In an environment with a concentration of gas, even a small spark can ignite the gas, leading to a fire or explosion. Bonding the gas line provides a safe path for any stray electrical currents or static charges to flow back to the electrical source or ground, rather than discharging through a spark. By connecting the gas line to the electrical grounding system, any electrical potential difference between the gas line and other grounded metal objects is minimized. This reduces the likelihood of a spark occurring. The National Electrical Code, or NEC, provides specific guidelines for bonding gas piping systems. These guidelines are designed to ensure that bonding is performed correctly and effectively. Although the NEC is a national standard, local jurisdictions, such as the state of Massachusetts, may have additional or more stringent requirements. It is crucial to consult with local electrical codes and regulations to ensure compliance. The process of bonding a gas line typically involves connecting a bonding conductor, usually a copper wire, from the gas line to a suitable grounding point. This grounding point could be the main electrical service panel, a grounding electrode conductor, or another approved grounding location. The size of the bonding conductor is determined by the size of the gas piping system and must comply with the requirements outlined in the NEC and local codes. Proper bonding requires careful attention to detail and adherence to established electrical safety practices. It is important to ensure that all connections are clean, tight, and corrosion resistant. Loose or corroded connections can increase resistance and impede the flow of electricity, rendering the bonding system ineffective. Firstly, identify the gas line that needs to be bonded. This is typically the metal piping that supplies gas to the fireplace. Secondly, locate a suitable grounding point. This could be the main electrical service panel, a grounding electrode conductor, or another approved grounding location. Ensure that the grounding point is clean and free from corrosion. Thirdly, determine the appropriate size of the bonding conductor based on the size of the gas piping system and the requirements of the NEC and local codes. Generally, a minimum of a number 6 American wire gauge copper conductor is required, but it's essential to verify this with the applicable codes. Fourthly, clean the surface of the gas line where the bonding connection will be made. Use a wire brush or emery cloth to remove any dirt, rust, or corrosion. Fifthly, attach a bonding clamp or fitting to the gas line. Ensure that the clamp is designed for bonding purposes and is compatible with the gas piping material. Sixthly, connect the bonding conductor to the bonding clamp. Use a wrench or pliers to tighten the connection securely. Seventhly, run the bonding conductor to the grounding point. Ensure that the conductor is protected from physical damage and is supported properly. Eighthly, connect the bonding conductor to the grounding point. Use a suitable connector, such as a grounding lug, to make the connection. Ensure that the connection is tight and secure. Ninthly, inspect the bonding connection to ensure that it is properly installed and that all connections are tight and corrosion resistant. Tenthly, test the bonding system to verify that it is functioning correctly. This can be done using a multimeter to measure the resistance between the gas line and the grounding point. The resistance should be very low, ideally less than 1 ohm. It's important to note that working with electricity and gas can be dangerous. If someone is not comfortable working with electricity or gas, or if they are not familiar with the applicable codes and regulations, it is best to hire a qualified electrician to perform the bonding. In addition to bonding, other safety measures should be taken to prevent fires and explosions involving gas fireplaces. These include regular inspections of the gas line for leaks, proper ventilation to prevent the buildup of gas, and the installation of carbon monoxide detectors to alert occupants to the presence of dangerous levels of carbon monoxide. Local codes and regulations regarding gas line bonding can vary. It is essential to consult with the local building department or electrical inspector to determine the specific requirements for the area. Here are some additional considerations regarding gas line bonding. Firstly, gas appliance connectors, which are flexible metal connectors used to connect gas appliances to the gas piping system, must also be bonded. These connectors can be made of corrugated stainless steel tubing or other materials. Secondly, the bonding conductor should be continuous and unbroken. It should not be spliced or jointed between the gas line and the grounding point. Thirdly, the bonding conductor should be protected from physical damage. It should be routed in a way that prevents it from being cut, crushed, or otherwise damaged. Fourthly, the bonding connection should be accessible for inspection and maintenance. It should not be concealed behind walls or ceilings. Fifthly, the bonding system should be inspected periodically to ensure that it is functioning correctly. The inspection should include a visual examination of the bonding connections and a resistance measurement between the gas line and the grounding point. Sixthly, if the gas piping system is modified or extended, the bonding system must be re-evaluated to ensure that it is still adequate. Seventhly, if there is any doubt about the proper way to bond a gas line, it is best to consult with a qualified electrician. Eighthly, it is important to keep records of all bonding work performed. These records should include the date of the work, the name of the electrician who performed the work, and the results of any testing performed. Ninthly, it is also important to educate yourself about the dangers of static electricity and the importance of bonding. Tenthly, by following these guidelines, one can help to ensure the safety of the home and family. The NEC Section 250.104. B addresses bonding of metal gas piping systems. It mandates that metal gas piping systems that are likely to become energized must be bonded to the equipment grounding conductor, the grounded conductor if the system is grounded, or the grounding electrode conductor. The bonding connection must be made at the point where the gas piping enters the building. The size of the bonding conductor is determined by NEC Table 250.122, which specifies the minimum size of equipment grounding conductors for various overcurrent device ratings. For example, if the overcurrent device protecting the gas piping system is rated at 20 amps, the minimum size of the bonding conductor would be a number 12 American wire gauge copper conductor. If the overcurrent device is rated at 60 amps, the minimum size of the bonding conductor would be a number 10 American wire gauge copper conductor. In some cases, the gas piping system may be used as a grounding electrode. This is permitted by NEC Section 250.52. If the gas piping system is electrically continuous and is connected to a metallic underground water pipe that is in direct contact with the earth for at least 10 feet. However, the gas piping system cannot be used as the sole grounding electrode. It must be supplemented by another grounding electrode, such as a ground rod or a concrete encased electrode. In addition to the NEC requirements, local codes and regulations may have additional requirements for gas line bonding. It is essential to consult with the local building department or electrical inspector to determine the specific requirements for the area. For example, some jurisdictions may require that all gas piping systems be bonded, regardless of whether they are likely to become energized. Other jurisdictions may require that the bonding connection be made at a specific location, such as the gas meter. Proper gas line bonding is an essential safety measure that helps to prevent fires and explosions. By following the guidelines outlined in the NEC and local codes, one can ensure that the gas piping system is properly bonded and that the home and family are protected from the hazards of static electricity. Remember to consult with a qualified electrician if you have any questions or concerns about gas line bonding. Neglecting to bond gas lines can have severe consequences, including fire hazards and potential explosions.